What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Darth Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I have really looked into this stock and I'm really glad that I bought this stock. Not only is it down because of the real estate sector taking a huge hit in the pandemic, but it yields a very high dividend yield. And what I did was I had some bank stocks, had Regions Financial, Huntington Bank shares, and I wasn't really, how would I say this? I didn't think I can get the best bang for my buck with those stocks. And I got a profit from them. I sold them and I threw them into this stock. And I'm very excited to really put this stock in my E-Trade dividend portfolio. I'll probably buy about 5 or 6 more shares in the long run and let the dividends do the talking after that. But it's such a great rate to buy. And I'm going to show you a wild card stock after this one that I revealed to you guys and some of the changes that I made with my E-Trade dividend portfolio. Specifically, I can't even talk, I'm like choking on water, specifically this stock right now. So we're going to check that out right now. And that stock would be WP Carey. Now, this is a high yield dividend stock that's right around $68. Took a huge nosedive in, the pandemic, which makes sense. But a stock like this that is so down, how are you not going to capitalize on something like this? In the past, okay, so the year to date, S&P is beat it a little bit. This past 6 months, it's been a little bit down compared to the S&P. And then since inception, it's been down, but it's still such a great stock. I mean, it's been up 214% since inception. Slow growth, very good dividend yield, which I'll go into. But we have to look into this stock real quick and see what it's about. So anytime you invest in a real estate investment trust, you have to look into what type of things that it brings to the table. So for example, if you look at Stag Industrial Complex, those guys focus on industrial buildings. Since it's a real estate investment trust, they acquire those buildings, and to be a real estate investment trust, they have to give 90% of their profits. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure 90% of their profits have to go to the investors in the real estate investment trust, and then they pocket the rest so they don't have to pay a tax penalty. So WP Carey is a very specific stock, which we'll go into, and I'm going to jump to information on these guys because I believe it's important. You need to know what information is going on about the stock before you make a call to invest in them. So let's check this out. Okay, so now this is what we're looking into. Okay, so they are one of the largest diversified net lease REITs, specializing in the acquisition of operationally critical single tenant properties in North America and Europe. So look at their portfolio. We have to look and see. When you look at their portfolio overview, you need to understand when you invest in a real estate investment trust, okay, they have 1,243 net lease properties, annualized base rent of $1.2 billion, 98.5% occupancy rate. That's really good. Okay. 350 tenants. So that is very, very nice. Okay. And they show you on their website their acquisitions. So anytime I look into buying a real estate investment trust, it doesn't matter if it's Realty Income, if it's Stag, if it's LTC. I want to know what I'm getting myself into. Okay. I want to know how much revenue, how many properties they've had. And that's what really attracted me to the stock. Okay. So here we are. Let's just look at basically what they discuss themselves. So 45 years of experience, 30 tenant industries, 1,243 net lease properties, 25 countries. Okay. Now let's look into some of the stuff that they have. So, okay, so they're in Canada, Mexico, and Japan. Okay, they're industrial, warehouse, retail, and self-storage net lease. So this is a very well organized real estate investment trust. It's almost like its own mutual fund. I mean, look at this. Retail stores, 22.4%. Automotive, consumer services, grocery, cargo transportation, banking, aerospace and defense, chemicals, plastic and rubber, hotel and leisure. This is really good, okay? And then most of it is retail stores. So I know they took a big hit, and they're also in the healthcare and pharmaceuticals. So if you are interested in looking into these guys, they own U-Haul. I mean, they're part of U-Haul, Hellweg, State of Andalusia, Extra Space Storage, Marriott International. Okay, Forterra. So look at their map. Okay, so we're looking at a huge distribution, and I'm clicking on this. So they show you everything. Okay, look, Canada. I want Spain. Okay, I want to know about Poland. I want to know about Mexico. So look at this. This is phenomenal. Okay, this is what sold me with this stock. They're straight up. They don't hold anything back. They are a well-organized real estate investment trust. And this is what I really like about these guys. So if you look at realty income, it's the same thing. I mean, look at this. Canada. Look at how much base rent they have. Italy. Sweden. Finland. Norway. So you're getting yourself into a very well diversified. Let's see what the UK says. 51 million. 51.11 mm. That is beautiful. So you're looking at a juggernaut, okay, a huge, strong real estate investment trust. Now, if you look at my previous videos with Rich Uncles and what happened to the bricks rate, they only had 5 or 6 buildings. So they really couldn't sustain, and they weren't a strong stock to fight through a pandemic like that. These guys are a very strong stock with a very nice dividend distribution. So I'm going to jump to its dividend history real quick. So look at this, a nice quarterly dividend that is increasing its dividend over time. It's in the dollars mark, okay? Dividend yield of 6.13%, a $4.18 annualized dividend yield. Now, this is why I'm buying more of WPC Carey. And I'm going to have to. I want to get maybe about 5 or 6 more shares, because I'll show you how many shares I own in a second on my E-Trade account. But I really like the way things are going. Okay, $68. Okay, you got to get this when it's down. This is why I'm posting my stock and dividend analysis video, because you're seeing an increase in dividends. It's not jumping up too fast where you can't keep up with it. Okay, 6.13%. Okay, now we like is dividend investors stocks that don't jump up like crazy. Things like Pfizer. This is why I post so many videos on Pfizer, because it's not going to jump up like crazy, but it increases its dividend. What is this doing right here? What is this doing right here? 104, 104, 104.4, 104.6. So you're seeing where I'm going. Okay, 2013 was 84 cents distribution. 20 and 12/30/2020, $1 and almost 5 cents. So you'll get a good bang for your buck with this one. And I'm going to show you now how many shares I own. So right here with WPC Carey, I have 21 shares. Okay, I'm only down what, 2.74%. I got in because you never know if it's going to jump up. So, I definitely had to get I had to get my money's worth. So I'm at 21 shares. Let's think about that. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 80. I'm buying pretty much a share each year. Okay, So that's very attractive. Okay, that's very, very attractive. Now I'm going to show you my estimated income of how much money WPC Carey is going to get me for a quarterly dividend. So right here, $21.97. Okay, that's almost like me paying for, luckily my apartment complex is very close, a gas. Okay, almost paying for gas a month because I don't drive a lot. I'm very close to my work and stuff. The only time I really drive is like driving home. I'm not at the gas station a lot, so that's really good. So $21.97 I'm making. Now imagine if I had 5 extra shares. Okay, if I had maybe add 5 more shares to that, how much damage I could be doing. Okay. So now you see where I'm going with this compound interest. Look at this little share of Prospect Capital. I sold it. I sold a lot of stuff to get WPC Carey. So I'm happy. I mean, Prospect Capital eventually, I'll buy more shares. Same with AGNC. I sold some AGNC to get WPC Carey, and I will start buying AGNC again. But now you see where I'm going. The compound interest is phenomenal, and I really like what I see. So let me know what you think of this stock. I know this is a big time move that I made for my dividend portfolio. Do you like WPC Carey? Next, I'm going to show you a wild card stock that you need to check out. And this one would be Physicians Realty Trust. So these are mostly medical property buildings. Okay, it's $17.09 right now. I'm going to show you its dividend history, but there's a lot of potential with this stock. And I do have this in my M1 Finance dividend portfolio because it has increased its dividend over time. And I really like this. I think this is going to be a very interesting stock. So I did add that to my M1 Finance dividend portfolio. And I will show you guys probably in the next day or two the changes I made in my dividend portfolio because things are starting to roll, and made a little bit of changes to my section, my real estate investment trust part. But let me show you its dividend history of Physicians Realty Trust. So this is a stock that has slowly increased its dividend over time with a 5.35% dividend yield. You have a good stock. Okay, this is one that's down. This is one of my wild cards that I like to say. This is a good dividend stock to help you earn passive income. Now, it's not a big stock. I'll show you its distribution, how big it is, but it's not that big. But I'm going to show you right now how it looks. So they have a few buildings, okay, Ascension, St. Vincent, Topa, Fort Worth. They have a few buildings, okay. Actually, good looking buildings too, very attractive. But this is what they're doing right now. So over time, people increase their rent and everything, and guess who they have to pay? Those guys. So this is a good one that's starting to get bigger, and eventually it will get bigger. And this is one that I really like and one that I'm very interested in. And I think that there's a lot of potential towards this dividend stock. So let me know what you think of these two stocks. This is a kind of a wild card stock, but I'm really excited with WP Carey and this one, Physicians Realty Trust, because over time it's going to get bigger, but the 5% dividend is extremely attractive. So I just want to let you know, I mean, this is very, very attractive as a stock. It's down. It will probably increase its dividend over time. And how can you say no to that? So let me know what you think about both of these stocks. You like my decision or not? I was really excited to post this video. And I was like choking on water in the beginning. But if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. This is Darth Dividend. You guys have a good one.